So, start things off. Como, 3. Inter, 4. He'll do halves. Take a deep breath for that. Yes, take a deep breath. Because you know that when Inter concedes a goal, heads drop, and you don't come back. Last time we came back against Pisa, and you tailed two halves between Inter. Don't get me wrong. I think Como outplayed us, by the way. Como, first half, they get cooked for Summer and Cherby, showing their age. I swear that they have a combined age of 100. I really think they have a combined age of 100. They're getting a Summer, a Cherby, a Kanji. 3 players combined age of 100, I think. Based on the math. What? 37, 38, 30, I think. Yeah, around that. Yeah, the book combined 100. But, Cherry Summer, combined age of 100 still. And I guess the Kanji, we get, 130. Yeah, see, but it doesn't excuse pressing. Being carved apart in every transition. So if I go through the shots, yes, I know. 23 shots to 8. 5 shots on target to 8. Yeah. I know Summer. It's like, oh, got 5 saves. It's like, no, he got carved. Some of them are actually savable. By the way. You get card open. First half's awful. I don't think Thuram and Peel got a lot of service. Their midfield, like so. Game string passes. Long ball. To the point where you wonder. This is really Toro FC. Life with Toro. Been scrappy in the defense, been scrappy in the build-up, been scrappy in the offense. Life for Toro. Amount of time he drops C to help out the midfield. Yeah, that's how you create chances. And off the ball, amount of pressing he does. Yeah, we still need that. And reason why, and you wonder why we're not getting carved up. Because that's why are we not getting carved apart? Look at any XG table, by the way. Look at every XG table. Inter with XGA of 28. I wonder if our defenders can't defend, our goalkeepers can't even make a save. Ooh, how are we not getting carved apart? Of course, we get carved apart right here, right there. It's like okay, and I see why. Lautaro. Amount of times he leads the press. Amount of times he intercepts a pass. Amount of times he builds up. In fact, a high line depends on Lautaro. You want to play sit back at a mid block or low block. You have a Cherby, but the problem is that he's finished. His first goal got spun. Dumfries didn't get the rebound. Summer, he can't even catch cold. Second goal. I don't know how Cherby got rinsed again. Summer. I don't know how he didn't make a save for that one. Like what millimeters? In fact, he said I think Summer too reliant on his reflexes and positioning. Yeah, the reflexes are just not it. Like, how bad could Joseph Martinez be? Because I keep hearing reports that Joseph Martinez cannot kick a ball. It's kicking the ball the most important thing right now. I think Joseph can kick the ball. Sommer, like, okay, he's not. Yeah, I've seen Sommer have someone else kick the ball for him a few times. Like he may have that for Joseph. But it's a good thing that Thuram scored. near the end of the first half. Can you imagine a psychological blow with his Inter squad? I know how weak mentally. I don't know how mentally weak they are. Yeah, 2-1. Second half. Okay. You wonder why Carlos Gusto came on for Bastoni at halftime, and then time goes on. Inter looks more defensively solid. I think for first half, probably like hard apart. Like look at his second goal. Where's Bastoni? But look at Carlos Gusto, defensively solid. Of course, Tikas, my man of the match for this game. Second goal came from a Butez mistake, I think, more likely. But yeah, 2-2, like that. And then third goal, Dumfries header, pinpoint by Hakan. You know, if you don't have DeMarco taking free kicks, at least you have Hakan. You have DeMarco Hakan who actually take free kicks. And then fourth goal, Dumfries. I don't know, in a dangerous area, got a goal, point blank. And it's really on Cole not marking Dumfries very well. But yeah, Dumfries. What is he doing in the first half? In the second half, I wonder what a key would say to him if I was to say a whole team in general. I'm sure he just slapped him on the face like ah 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 slap 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 like that. That's it. And then just the tactics. Yep. And then of course that subs. I think subs did change the game. We have managed to get more control, even though we haven't controlled the game. Or control wise. Yeah. And then there's the ref penalty. When I look it back, like, oh, is it online? Because I know that if it's the foul on the line, it counts as a penalty. You see it at the Juve Genoa game, but if I look closer look, it looks like the Pats did kick Bonnet. Like, there's a foul on him. Like, how's a Bonnet create a foul? I don't understand this. And somebody help me out here. It's you scream Marotta League and all that. But imagine if Como came back. It should be another controversial penalty. I still think it should be overlooked. It's I don't know, Bonnie gets the ball, but Potts kicked Bonnie. And it's a foul on Bonnie. Of course, 3-4. But overall, scrappy game. A very scrappy game. If I look closer, yes, I know our form has been terrible. Like La Toro. In fact, La Toro FC. Lost against Milan. Lost against Atalanta, lost against Fiorentina. Actually, draw against Atalanta and Fiorentina. You can scrappy against Atalanta and Fiorentina also. In fact, we've been scrappy against these two. But one more point until top 4, I believe. Como. Yeah, there'll be 70. Actually, no. 76 points. 76 points. And I think and Serie goes head to head. So, yeah. 76 points. Except for top 4. For Napoli. I know they drew against Parma early of today. I mean, Parma. Not a fun team to play against. Cuesta, Arteta's former assistant. I mean, he's doing all right. So okay, that's his first gig also, I think. So Napoli, even though 18 points, but 84. Actually, gets 10 more points because you're tied with points. Then it goes to playoffs for Scudetto. I don't want that against Napoli of all teams because Napoli, with Conte's Napoli, Conte has Inter's number. Like, let's not do that whatsoever. But yeah, if I know Napoli, Inter's remaining fixtures, I'll do a quick look. Only the Serie matches: Cagliari, Torino, Parma, Lazio, Verona, and Bologna. For Napoli, Lazio, Cremonese, Como, Bologna, Pisa, Udinese. You can make up your mind for that. Match difficulty, that is. Alright, so, draw board. I'll give my post-match ratings, and they are out of 10, and 6 being the average. Alright, so, rating, Sommer. I'll give him I'll honestly give him a 3. You know, if Sommer is it good enough to be a backup keeper? Because apparently Joseph Martinez didn't convince management they want him gone. Sommer can be a backup keeper, or maybe the other Stankovic brother in Venezia. Because I know that Alexander is more likely come back to Inter next season. But Sommer 3. Also, we have Vicario linked, heavily linked. I'm actually worried about the goalkeeping. I don't know. Vicario seems bang average in shot stopping and not a good kicker. So be careful. Bastoni, I'll honestly give him 3. I think the boos are really getting into him at this point. In fact, 2 goals. I'd be concerned how much Como are carve apart the left side. Bastoni out of position. DeMarco stuck in 1v1 against Diao, who's actually a very pacey player, by the way. At Cherby, 2. He cannot play a high line. In fact, I think he's struggling with marking against Dovikas. First, like, 2 goals are also on him. I mean, he gets spun many times. Akanji, I'll give him 6. In fact, yeah, 6 is fair. Actually, what's 5.5? I mean, going on balls, nice. But, yeah, defending, I kept outside quiet at least. Like, okay. Hakan, I'll give him 6. Nice assist, but didn't control play whatsoever. Zielinski, 5. Invisible. Barella, 7. You know what? I'll give him 7.5. You know, it's really nice for him to be back again, somewhat. Pick up form. And we pick up form in the right time. That's great. But hopefully that we don't look like La Toro FC. I don't know how many times we get bailed up by La Toro. DeMarco, I'll give him I'll give him 3. Get cooked by Diao. Like, okay, I can't cross. You know, there could be something about DeMarco. He's been awful for weeks. Dumfries, you know, I'll give him 7. It's terrible first half, and it looks very clunky in the first half. Second half, much better. Like, bailed us out 2 goals. At least give him 7 for bail out 2 goals. PO, 5. No service. Haram, I'll give him 8.5 and 9 man of the match. 2 goals. First goal, psychological help, at least. But yeah. For Toronto, we need Toronto to be like that. We're at the end of the season still. Close to the end of the season. We need to finish strong. Because Latoro's out. You gotta step up. We want to be Latoro FC. Carlos Augusto. I'll give him 6. 6.5. Good sub. Because we're not getting any torn apart on the left side at least. Bonnie. I'll give him 5. Nothing effective. So like, okay. It doesn't seem to be pressing. I'd be concerned about that. Well, first buy. Yeah, we just have Bonnie to press. And you need the work ethic. Usage. I'll give him 6. He did some good play and stuff. Luis Enrique. I'll give him 6. Squad player. Nothing special. Of course, fill in for a left wing back at least. At least filled in. Mickey, I'm not going to rate because it's very late in the game. Kivu. You know, if it was first half, I actually would give Kivu a 2. Or 2 or 3. The second half, I'll give him 6 or a 7. If I average it out, I'll just give him a 5. The starting lineup is all wrong. But I play high line with Cherby when Cherby cannot run or be physical. I got cooked. But subs, I give him Prosper as subs. Like, the subs actually did something. You know, with Carlos we're not getting fleeced on the left side. Susic, Luis Enrique, brought at least for Susic, brought control in the midfield. Some control at least. Referees, I'm going to give them 4.5. You know, it was 1 goal margin. I know that it would cost us, but you know, 2 goal margin. But fouls are a lot of calls for Inter are very soft. Also, I know that Zielinski will be suspended against Cagliari. So like, okay, it was Kibu. Don't play Fratesi. Don't play Fratesi until we actually win the Scudetto. That's what I say for Kibu. Don't play Fratesi. I swear that Juve would be a much better and more refined version. The difference between Juve and Fratesi is Juve can actually dribble. Like, okay. But yeah. Was it 4 more finals to go? I mean, include 6. Because we still have the Coppa Italia. Como. Yeah, Como and Coppa Italia. For the league, we have Cagliari next. But, okay. I expect a rotated lineup. But I won't rotate too much since I want to focus on the Scudetto. Like, okay. I would guess that probably Bonnie and Pio or Thuram probably start. Maybe Bonnie and Thuram. So yeah. I think Sutra I hope the Sutra starts at some point. Rotate. And then go to rotate against Cagliari. I hope Bissek should be back. It's like, okay. No more of this Cherby. In fact, I think he'd probably be gone in the season. So, yep. If I'm going to go for who's signed first, I would go with the right wing back and then a center back. That's all for today. Let's see. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye everyone, and Forza Inter.